Okay, welcome to another video by Antiquesarena. My name is Walter O'Neill. I am a UK reseller. I'm an antique dealer. I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, the weird and wonderful, and anything I think I can flip for a profit. I go around antique fairs, flea markets, car boot sales. Car boot sale, we chuck stuff in our back of our vehicle, go to an event and sell it. Very much like an antique fair or flea market. Anyway, I went to Cardiff down in Splot Market this week to do some selling. Whilst there, I done some buying. So I'm going to give you a look at my stall in just a moment so you can see how it was laid out, what I was selling. I'm just selling the contents of the shop since I've shut the shop down. My internet pieces remain on the internet. I'd like to say a massive hello to Tanya and Steve. Tanya came over to see me, Steve didn't, but they're both big supporters of the channel and watch all the films, so thank you very much for that. So a massive shout out to you too. And I'm going to share with you today's haul, and I've had some spectacular pieces as always. Okay, so I got one question which I've been asked is, do I spend more than I make? And the answer to that is yes, a lot of the time. Now, I may go to a car boot sale and take £50, £100, £200, and then, to be honest with you, I might spend anything up to £1,000 in a day. So I always spend more than I make. So I always come away from car boot sale with less money than I went, even when I'm selling. So shall we get started to showing you this week's haul, or some of it. It's not all of it, but it is some of it. And I'm going to start off with something that is absolutely spectacular, just to give you an idea what you can actually find at a car boot sale. So what is it? It's a tea light or candle holder on the top. This is all sort of wrought iron. So it's all, yeah, I'd say wrought iron, or it's metal anyway. And we have an image by Pablo Picasso. And if I turn it around, there's another. So it's double-sided. Now this centerpiece here is porcelain. And then obviously the rest is metal. Now, this was produced in 1996, not while Picasso was alive. However, it was produced under license by a German company called Goebel. And it is the Artis Orbis Goebel Picasso. It's like Wedge would have done the Claris Cliff plates and things like that. Well, these were produced by Goebel in 1996. Now, I purchased this particular piece in car boot sale yesterday for £25. It is in beautiful condition. I haven't measured it, but I would say at a guess stands at about 15, 16 inches tall, something like that, 14, 16 inches at a guess. It's a good size. It's in beautiful condition. And it's got its certificate, paperwork, whatever you want underneath. Now you're probably thinking, well, why buy a reproduction of something? Obviously, Picasso was actually around up until the 70s, and during the 50s, he wasn't just known for his art. He actually done ceramics and things as well. And that is a spectacular example. And I've got some prices to share with you. And then we'll have a look at some of the Picasso pottery pieces. Only a quick look, but just to give you an example of some of the stuff he made. So all I searched here in Google was Artis Orbis Picasso Global. All right, and you can see the range of things they've done. If you look at the first one here, they've done a vase there. They've done another jigsaw piece vase there. You come down here, very similar candle holder to what I've got. That was a double one. Mine's a single. We're going to look at that one in just a moment. There's another one there. So you can see there's quite a range of pieces done by Goebel for Picasso. And the fact they put the Goebel name on them means they were done under license. Now, what are we at? Oh, yeah. Now, I've pulled an article up in Wikipedia. Pablo Picasso, 1881 to 1973. Spanish painter, sculptor, printmaker, ceramicist, and theatre designer. Spent most of his adult life in France. He was absolutely massive. If you want to read his history and everything else, go to Wikipedia. They got a massive section on him. But I just wanted to show you the range of things he done. And ceramics was one of them. So there's the piece we looked at there on the Google search engine. $1,500 they're asking for this one. Overseas, obviously. And I understand you can ask what you want. It's achieving it. There's another one there, 130. This one's just the vase, no metalwork or nothing like that. And there's another one there, just a vase. Again, no metalwork. And they are the Orbis 1996 Picasso, same as what I've got. I decided then to just look at Picasso Pottery, just to give you an example, a few examples of some of his work, and some of it is absolutely spectacular. Stuff like this, you know, you'd expect to see something like that when you say the name Picasso and things. I've actually seen one of these recently, not up for sale, but I've seen one of these jugs recently on the Facebook group, I think it was. Somebody purchased it in. But if you come down here, I absolutely love this. Look at the painting on that. That's just so childlike, but wonderful at the same time. So yeah, there's a lot of original Picasso ceramics still out there. And they do turn up at car boot sales and markets. So learn how to spot a Picasso piece of ceramics. You're never going to buy a piece of Picasso art, but you can buy the Picasso ceramics for as little as a few £100, original pieces. So that was the first. There weren't any sold prices for me to compare. But I can tell you now, when they're asking that type of money, this is going to have good money on it. £25 sterling is about $40 is all I've paid for this Picasso piece. Reproduction, but by a very good company, Goebel's. Off the same seller, who is my regular supplier of real nice antiques and collectibles, I purchased this as part of the same job lot. I paid £50 for the two pieces, so another £25 or $40 for this item. And we have a Cornish Serpentine Lighthouse Lamp. Now, you've got to admit, that looks absolutely terrible. This massive monstrosity on the top is ridiculous. To be honest with you, I would lop it off and sell it without that first. It is ugly and not the sort of thing you don't want a ceiling rose on a beautiful hand-carved polished lamp. It's Cornish Serpentine ware. It was done like souvenir ware. What I've actually done, I've actually bought a brass fitting half the size of this to fit on, and I'll show you in my sold listings what they look like with a brass fitting. So bear with me. I think it's this one. So these are the lighthouse lamps. As you know, I had one recently with the glass top like this. I say recently, about a year ago, which I done very well on. I think I achieved around 200. They're still pulling good money. This one here is what I was going to show you. So these are sold prices as well on these ones. Now that is the same lamp as I have in my hand, only with a brass fitting rather than this big, horrible white monstrosity. And isn't there a difference between the two? So I've purchased a small brass fitting to go on the top here, and that'll be changed out. And then that is exactly what it's going to look like. It's going to look absolutely beautiful. Now, the seller did have a few pieces of Serpentine where he had a little Vesta match part and a little Lincoln imp in Serpentine, but I didn't want them. I wanted the lamp. I wanted the substantial piece. So £25 each for the Serpentine lamp and the Picasso candle holder. Absolutely beautiful. I can tell you now, with the new fitting on the lamp's going to be going out for about 125 to 145, and I'm probably going to put the Picasso piece out for about 240, 250. So, and they can sit on the website and they will add to the website. They look spectacular. So it's over the moon. Next piece I purchased off a subscriber of the channel down at Car Boot Sale in Splot, and we have a Thomas & Williams miner's lamp. Now this one isn't old. This one was done for the millennium, but it is a Thomas & Williams. It was a special edition done for the millennium. However, it also had broken glass. Now, bearing in mind it's not old and it was damaged, I still paid £20 sterling, which is about $30, which I still think is a good price. I would have paid more if it was in good condition. However, I purchased a new piece of glass. There's the lens. You can buy these lenses, so don't be afraid just because the glass is broken. You can even buy the old pieces of glass. This one's a new piece, but the lamp's new anyway. But if you wanted an original old piece of glass, you can buy them where people sell the glass off when the lamps are ruined. So with the postage, it cost me £15 just for the glass, almost as much for the glass as it did to buy the lamp. So I'm £35 in on the Thomas & Williams lamp. However, it is a nice collectible Millennium edition. I should have no problem doubling up when it's finished. So I'm happy enough with that. And if you're going to buy a miner's lamp, buy Thomas & Williams. I was offered an Eccles miner's lamp down the car boot sale. He wanted £50. He sold it, but I wasn't willing to pay the 50. Next two pieces came off another dealer, but the next two pieces come off the same dealer. So we'll start off with this, which doesn't appeal to everybody. This is Japanese porcelain. It is 20th century, probably the last quarter of the 20th century. It is hand painted. I love these fan panels. Look at that beautiful fish. Probably a koi carp or something swimming around there. Hand painted, beautiful piece of porcelain. It is a signed piece. This is Japanese, not Chinese. And it's just a really, really nice vase. Hand painted, Japanese porcelain, and it's a good size, good proportion. Cost me a whole £5. Let's be honest, that should have been sort of £60, £70, but it cost me £5, which is about $7, $8 for a beautiful piece of hand-painted Japanese porcelain. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. However, I think it is a beautiful shape. Love the handles on the side. It's in what's known as an archaic style. So it's reverting back to much earlier forms. And this is copying a bronze, because these would have had loop handles that would have been loose, and this would have been a bronze vase originally. But it's a nice thing. And for a £5, I weren't going to leave it there. It's absolutely beautiful. The best was this. It owes me £4 sterling. Now that is 19th century. In my opinion, the first half of the 19th century, probably the first 1820s, 1830s, something like that, in my opinion, is porcelain, beautifully hand-painted, bronze or ormolu on bronze. The downside with it is it would have had a lid or a cover. Now, the cover would have probably been porcelain again with ormolu mounts, ormolu banding, and an ormolu lid. However, it doesn't have the lid. But it is still spectacular, beautiful, would look amazing on display just as a bowl. Or I can try and match in a lid of something else to match in a lid for it. Now, there's a few possibilities. It could be Worcester. When I first saw it, I got to admit, I thought it might have been French. But the more I look there, I'm thinking it's certainly British. Worcester, even Swansea with them flowers. But either way, it needs research. It has got the age. It's in beauty. Forget the fact it's missing a lid. It's in beautiful condition. This jeweled porcelain, that takes some doing to sit there and just dot the jewels and actually keep them in line and things. So this is all hand painted, done by hand. Beautiful bronze mounts, or ormolu mounts. Even the inside of the bowl, so you can't even hold it up to the light and see what color the porcelain is and things, because even the inside has been glazed the blue. But a beautiful thing, and £4. I can tell you now, if you had the lid, you'd have been hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Beautiful thing. Okay, next piece. Well, I bought the next 4 pieces off one dealer again. She was down in Splot and she was just doing run-the-mill stuff, and pretty much cost me let's say a tenner for everything, but I think it was more like 8 or 9, but we'll say a tenner for everything, so $15, $16. We'll start off with this, which is a mid-century, sort of 1960s, fat lava period West German pottery vase. Now, I love this scrolling coming up here. Nice shape to it. Now, there's no maker's mark underneath, but with West German pottery, all you do is you type in the number. Now, the first one is the mold or shape number. The second one is the size. So this one is 1026/15. So it is a 15 centimeter vase. And the pattern number is 1026. So it's quite easy to find. Just go to Google, type in those numbers, and a presto, you come up with the vase. And if we go across, we have in 1960s, Ilkra, I can't even pronounce that, Edelkermak, textured West German pottery fat lava era vase. Now they're asking $29, which is not an unrealistic price. It's not the same design, but very close to it. Shape is the same, so the design and the shape are the same. Beautiful little thing. So bear in mind now, the 4 pieces owe me less than a tenner. And it is in perfect condition as well. No chips, no cracks, and it's a nice, very decorative vase. Next piece, probably in amongst it all, owes me about £3, is this. I'll show you the difference in size. This is large. Real nice. Hand-painted, Italian mid-century pottery. Now you've got some sort of oven or stove in here, and up on the top here you have a pot for your hot water and things. I would think this is it possibly a spoon dish? I'm not sure. Anyway, it is stamped on the back, 8242 Italy. Now you would think it would be as simple as the West German pottery. You would just type in the number and the country and try and run a search, but no, I have tried and tried and tried. I've also asked in 2 Facebook groups, for the designer, and not one person has been able to tell me exactly who designed this. Normally you put in a bit of Italian pottery on Facebook and you find out straight away the designer. But it is mid-century, it's Italian, and it is hot at the moment. And I would think something like that, without knowing the designer, I will find it. It's probably 30, 40 pounds, something like that. But we will find the designer. I won't let it go till I do. So, bear with. Okay, so next piece is a little fishy. Hang on, turn it that way. Now, this stuff has come down over the years. This is French faience known as camper or camper. Most of us know it as quimper. So it's camper, quimper, whatever way you want to call it. Now, there's a few different makes. This one is by Henriot, and it says it on the tin. Henriot Quimper, France, shape number 540. These again are hand-painted. Now, I think these are spoon dishes, but either way, we got a nice little fish. Henriot Quimper, France, 540. Some of this stuff still pulls really good money. There was a time you couldn't get it for Rocking Horse. Trust me, it was really rare, really good money. I mean, I'm talking probably 10 years ago, but wow, it was really good. So what I've done, I've just run a search for Henriot Quimper, highest price sold, just to give you an idea, firstly, before I show you the fish, at some of the things and some of the prices. You got a dish up there, Henriot Quimper, box 525. Down here you got a little inkwell, 183, a little basket, 174, some tumblers, mugs rather, 150 pounds. Dish down there. You can see the money. Oh, there's a little spoiler alert. There's one of the fish. Anyway, if I come over here to just Henriot Quimper fish, the highest price here was £112 from America sold, and this has got the exact same mark on the reverse as the one that I have. So this one is actually stamped, or written, sorry, exactly the same as the one I have. 540 Henriot Quimper, France. Now, there are cheaper versions. Now, forget the painting. It does make a difference what's painted on them. However, not greatly. The one I have is still really nice with the flowers. There's another underneath here, £88, and then you come down in price. There's two here, pretty much £30, but these ones have totally different marks. I've already been in looking. If I come here, is that it? No. There. So you can see here, totally different mark, much later period, I think. But either way, they're going to be somewhere in between. So this quimper or faience, whatever you want to call it, camper, it sells. Not for anywhere near the money it used to sell, but these fish, they still have a following. And it cost me, I think it was around £2, £3 again. The all, as I say, 4 pieces have come in for less than a tenner. So I know what you make of them. But there was a day you couldn't have bought this. You wouldn't have found it anyway. Dealers would have snapped it up in seconds. You just wouldn't have had it. The last piece off this dealer was this, which is a Murano glass, Venetian Murano glass. Now, I would have thought it was an ashtray, but they've got this pestle with it. So I don't know whether it's intended to be like a pestle and mortar. Now, I've got these bowls in a much larger size because they always get confused with the Kripska ones. Now this one still has its original Murano label on the bottom. Genuine Murano, made in Italy. Nice colour. But I've never seen one with the pestle with it before. So I don't know why it's got that with it, but it has. And it's not hard on. That's how it was when she had it. She's had it like this all her life, apparently. So either way, it's a perfect piece of mid-century Murano with this original label. Whether this is original or not, I don't know. But the money was right. Let's see, £10 for the 4 pieces is going to return me a cracking profit. Okay, next piece I wanted to show you. I've got a few pieces left now. We'll start off with this, which is a sort of 1950s, I would assume, pool pottery hors d'oeuvres dish, or compartment dish, whatever you want to call them, but an hors d'oeuvre dish is the correct name. Again, hand painted. Pool pottery stamp on the back there. That is the artist's signature there. I have got a book on pool pottery for the artists, which I will look it up before I list it. But this is a large piece at about 16 inches or so in diameter. And trying to work out what this one cost me. I think it was £4. So beautiful pool pottery hors d'oeuvres dish for £4 or about $7, $6-7. In perfect condition too, no chips or cracks. So that's a real nice thing there. So the next piece we have comes in its original box. Welsh Tapestry Placemats by Marie Lloyd. I'm looking, see if there's a date or anything on them. I would assume they're sort of 1980s, something like that, maybe 1990s. They got a bit of age, but they're not ridiculously old. These are pure wool placemats. Now you can see there is a checkered design to them. They have a light red or an orange checkered design. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. So they are in squares. Now there's 6 of them in there. I don't think they've ever been used. There you go. You can see the pattern better on there now, surely. And they are just beautiful. Real nice. Pure wool, Welsh wool placemats. Now the fact they're in a box, I don't think they've ever been used. There's 6 of them. And the fact they're Welsh wool. They only, I believe it was £2. And they were the same seller as these pieces I showed you earlier. And these retail somewhere between, in this condition, £25 and £35 for a set of 6 placemats like this. So, really pleased with those. Everything I've shared with you today is actually going on the website. I've been buying on eBay. I was sat there bored one day just having a browse, and I stumbled upon a job lot of pewter jewellery. Now, they did say there was a Jensen brooch in there as well. Now, with postage, I've paid £15. So this is going to be a bit of an exploration parcel. We don't know exactly what's in there. So this is going to be a bit of fun. Could I find a bigger knife to open it? No, I couldn't. What can I say? As you remember, I bought these in Splot car boot sale a while back, and I give them to my son, who's got them locked away in a glass display cabinet. Locked away, but I have a key. I needed a knife, so I pulled one out. They are sharp. Okay, so I want to make sure you don't see the address on the parcel. Oh, bless, they've wrapped them all up in little presents, and... oh, how cute is that? Oh, that is so cute. I need to trademark that and do that myself. Thank you, B. So I don't know whether that's Becky or something like that, her name was. But either way, if you're watching, oh, that's so cute. So my little jewellery haul is all wrapped up, so it's going to be like Christmas. I don't know what I got. All I know is it's supposed to be a Jensen piece in there. She must love Christmas, that's all I can think. What have we got here? Oh, is that a donkey? It looks like a little donkey. And what have we got on the back? Let's have a look. 2 seconds and you will see. Okay, so we have a little donkey. Little donkey, little donkey. On the back, it is a maker stamp of POP. I have absolutely no idea what POP is. A little lookup needed. However, we have a little pony or horse brooch for the first of our little Christmas gifts. It is just like Christmas in here. I'm unwrapping all these gifts. Now, this is proper unboxing. I have no idea what's in here. That looks Egyptian. Wouldn't think that's a Jensen one. Okay, I can't see no marks on the back of that for maker, but that has a sort of Egyptian look to it. Feel free to give opinions. Believe me, they're more than welcome. So a little pewter brooch with sort of Egyptian theme. Let's assume Egyptian for now. I'm quite enjoying this. I ought to buy more mystery parcels of jewellery and things. Oh, now that's quite a nice design. It's like a spider's web. Oh, a St. Justin's pewter spider web. So that's quite a collectible little brooch. Halloween coming. Hint, hint. Little pewter spider webs brooch. That's quite a nice thing, actually. I'll look them up. Every single one is wrapped up and sellotaped. Whilst it is fabulous, as like being at Christmas, it's also a pain in the bum. Okay, so what we got here? Okay, pewter. This has got a maker's mark on the back, but it's a bit worn. I'll need an eyeglass on there. But we have a beautiful elephant necklace. Now, so far, each of these are worth a £5 each, no problem at all, in my opinion. Including this elephant. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got a nice weight to it. If you stop spinning. If you love elephants, that is absolutely stunning. So far, if I said a £5 a piece, even at a car boot sale, I'm doing well. Because the one I'm after is the Jensen piece, whichever one that is. I can't even cut into this one. Oh, it's killing me. I found it. If I chop my hand off, somebody phone an ambulance, please. Now, I do have an eyeglass. I knew I needed an eyeglass. See? St. Justin pewter again. Well, that's very Celtic. There's a very Celtic design on that one. But we got another bag. Yeah, so far I'm thinking these can go out maybe at the car boot sale. I'm working this weekend, 2 boot sales, so I'll put these out. Maybe a £5 each or something like that. I got 3 pieces left to open. Will it be in these? I hope so, because they said Jensen. I bet you're all jealous now, Manu, because it's like Christmas in my house early. That looks Danish. Now that is a very Danish look. If that's Jensen, I'm over the moon. I have got a Georg Jensen Danish pewter bracelet bangle. Fully stamped up. Couple of little dents on the rim of the bangle. Not going to worry about that. I knew that was the one because that matched in with the cufflinks I purchased the other day. They had this very same design. That's going on the website for probably £45. So I'll get 3 times my money off the bangle. I'm worth every penny of that. And then I'm going to get a £5 a piece so far on all the rest of it. And I have no idea what else I got in here yet. Be nice for another piece of Jensen or something. Ooh. Oh, wow. Double-headed eagle earrings. And there'll be 2 of them. They're going to have to be looked up now. I'm going to see if there's a name on them. No name, but tell you what, they'll be easy to research. Double-headed eagle earrings. Okay. Last one. I'm over the moon with that bangle. I was expecting to be a Jensen brooch or the ring or something. I've got a ring here. Who's this by? This is signed as well. Who are you buying? No, I can't see a signature on it. Why would someone have an old pewter ring? I don't know. It's got a good look to it, mind. So, yeah. Well, personally, I think all of these are worth £4 or £5 a piece. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Worst case scenario, I get £3 each, but odds are I'm going to get £4 each. Certainly on the better ones. I might even, a couple of them I might even ask more. That one might even be up to tenner, as with these 2. Personally, I think it's a really nice haul. I really do. The only one that I don't rate as highly is the ring. But even that, I could be wrong. It's got a good look to it. So I absolutely love the pewter haul. And I absolutely love the Jensen bangle. Let me see if I can... Well, my phone's downstairs. I was just going to quickly get a photograph of the mark. But what I'll do, I'll slice it in for you. Aha, trusty knife. That is it. I am done by there. Well, anyway, on the day I spent, I think it was £100 or £120, something like that. And I actually made more. So I actually come home in front this week for the first time ever. However, there were a few pieces down there that I did consider buying. There was a death mask made of abalone shell and things up in Mexico. They wanted £20 on that. And they sell anywhere from 20 to 100. But I just didn't like it. And there's too many in the 20 range. And he wanted £20 for it. So I was umming and there was a Beswick horse that he wanted £40 for. I did bid him on the 2 pieces, the mask and the horse. And I may bid him again if he's there again this week and he comes down. But he wanted 40 for the horse, 20 for the mask, 60. And I thought that was just... It took the edge off it. At £40, £45, I would have been a lot more comfortable. But anyway, there we have it. If you learned anything today, it's small changes, cheap changes, like changing this fitting on this lamp. $2.99 for a solid brass fitting lamp, proper lamp fitting on eBay. Half the size of this, $2.99. You know, change it out for this monstrosity, and you got yourself a beautiful lamp. And don't be afraid, you know, of things. just because of a little bit of damage or something. Look at that. Replaced the glass, £15, £35 all in. Beautiful lamp. Well, let's be honest, that's the star of the show, really. That is absolutely spectacular. The quality of the painting is beautiful. The jewelling is stunning, and so is the bronze and ormolu mounts. I haven't decided yet, but this may end up on a shelf. You know what I'm like. I just think it's beautiful, and if I could find just a bronze top with a bit of embossing like this, repousse work, and then, if you like, to go on the top with a nice finial, that would really be something special. So it'll be shelved for now, or it may be up for sale. I don't know yet. So for everybody who come over and said thank you, said hello rather in Splot, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'm out Splot this weekend, and Sully is the last Sully of the year. So if you're down in Sully, say hello, and I wish you all luck. And I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.